big leg of Matt Prater ready to get this one started. And off we go to wrap up the week on a Monday night. Take it in at the 3. And he brings us out past the 20 to the 24. On first down, Purdy. Trying for Ayuk, but it's intercepted. It's Cameron Dantzler who picks it. And the Vikings are going to take possession of the football.
And part of why they came to this week with a winning record is that they feed off of mistakes like this. And now it's a prime opportunity. Just moments in the game to get a short field touchdown off of their big defensive play. Now on the other side, they were already the underdog in this one. They just made their uphill battle just a little bit tougher.
Under center for the Vikings, out comes the former Michigan State Spartan and longtime veteran Kirk Cousins.
And what he's thinking about right now is first down, let's find a way to make a big play. Because when you get a sudden change situation and that defense has to rush onto the field unexpectedly, you might catch them having a defensive breakdown or not quite prepared.
And it was really sudden after the first play picked off. This will be a gain of about 8 to the 27-yard line. Ahead of the chains now, 2nd and 2. Now the first carry for Dalvin Cook. They'll get 3 as the drive continues. It's a first down. The Vikings at 13-2 on the year. They were losers their last time out. Trying to get back in the win column, but obviously not an easy task here in a hostile environment.
Yeah, always tough to win away from home. But sometimes what you do is you use these types of games as bonding experiences and carry that into the contest.
A well-executed 22-yard gain.
Well, this is a defense that's definitely on their heels now because they gave up the running play for good yardage one play ago. Now the pass here sets this offense up 1st and goal. They're going to have to dig in strong now because they've been in retreat so far in this drive. This offense on the march.
1st and goal, a chance to convert that early turnover into points. Cook will score. Touchdown, Vikings. Now Matt Prater for the point after. He hasn't missed an extra point all season, and he won't miss this one either, and it's 7-0. So that drive, 4 plays, and it's capped off by the touchdown run coming from Dalvin Cook. After the touchdown, out is Prater to kick. This will be fielded inside the 5. And it's a pretty good return here as they'll get this up to the 29. Back out there comes the 49ers offense ready for their second drive. And the interception on that opening drive winds up leading to the touchdown, so now it's kind of time to start over.
Yeah, it certainly is, and his first throw of the game. But I like the way his guys rallied around him. Oftentimes, the quarterback is the leader, right? He tells everyone what to do. In this case, I notice his linemen around him kind of patting him, saying, let's go, big boy. You're still our leader.
The numbers for McCaffrey last week. 14 carries, 70 yards.
Sitting 10th in the league in rushing isn't bad, but it's also not as high as where he knows he should be with how talented he is. There's definitely another gear there, and hopefully their game plan gives him an opportunity to hit it and put together one of his best performances of the season.
And he brings this up to the 46. Good enough for the first. The yards on the pickup there, and it moves the sticks.
How about that there? No frills, no additives, right? Nothing crazy. Just find a way to pick up the first down. A nice run right there.
Now this time they'll throw it. Here's Purdy. Under a heavy rush, and down he goes. The safety blitz turns out to be a great call defensively as they sack him for a loss of 9. Oh, free safety blitz, that can be a gamble, but it proves fruitful there.
Yeah, you're exactly right about the gamble because oftentimes the free safety is the last line of defense against a long pass. And when he comes at the quarterback, he'd better get home and make the play. Otherwise, a big play could result for the offense.
After the sack, it's 2nd and 19, and the road gets a bit tougher from here. Now a give, right side McCaffrey. And some room to roam that. And now off to the races, down the right side. Touchdown, 49ers. Christian McCaffrey, his 11th rushing touchdown on the year. And the Niners are within an extra point of tying up this ball game. Extra point by Sly is up and good. And we are tied at 7. So the drive there, 5 plays, 80 yards. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. And the last play on the drive, the touchdown run from Christian McCaffrey. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line. The Vikings offense making their way back out. Now let's give you a look at the playoff picture coming into the weekend in the NFC. And for them, it's no longer a question of will they make the playoffs. They've clinched the division title. The question, can they hold on to that #1 seed?
And this is where the mental fortitude comes to play, doesn't it? Because now you're not just the coach talking about it. It's team talking about it to each other, supporting each other, carrying each other along, because having that #1 seed means everything in the NFL.
It does. So even though the division title's clinched, shouldn't take the foot off the gas.
No, not at all. Play it all the way through, and I think we've seen that in recent years in the NFL. The teams that play and play to win each and every game, they're the ones to deal with in the playoffs.
Under a minute to go, clock running, and a back-and-forth first quarter of play. First down, here's Cousins. That's complete to Justin Jefferson. And he's going to be taken down just shy of the 35. That's the #2 receiver in the NFL in terms of yardage. And tell you what, a few more plays like that, he won't be #2 for long.
Well, that's what often happens when you have competitors running around the field. These guys know where they stand in relationship to yardage, totals, numbers, the whole deal. And let's face it, all of them, they all want to be #1.
So from inside Niner territory now, this is 1st and 10 at the 36. Throwing, Cousins. Looking left side, and it's complete. And down he goes, taking it inside the 10, just shy of the 5 at the 6. That one goes for 30 yards. 7-7, our score after 1. Two big plays in succession. Not sure this D knows what hit him, but now they got to get ready. It's 1st and goal. They'll run with Cook, and he'll get blown up behind the line of scrimmage. Back at the 6. 2nd and goal from the 6 this time. Cousins. He's got his man. It's taken in for a Viking touchdown. DJ Moore, his 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Vikings have moved out in front. An out route there for the score, a quick out route there for the score.
Yeah, you're not really surveying the defense on this one. You're just counting on timing, making this play happen. 1-2, ball's out of his hands, knows where he's going, just puts it to the outside. Touchdown.
Prater for the extra point, and that makes the score 14-7. That time a 6-play drive, and it concludes with a touchdown reception by DJ Moore. This fielded right at the goal line. And he returns this to the 22. Out comes Christian McCaffrey with the rest of the offense. So officially now a 1,000-yard campaign for him, but I don't think he's going to take his foot off the gas pedal.
Yeah, it's one of those thoughts, though, that creeps into your mind because there is a little mini celebration over on the sidelines. Everybody, hey, job well done, over 1,000 already. But guaranteed, as you noted, someone's jumped in that huddle and said, a lot more to be done, guys. Let's not, would you say, take your foot off the pedal? Let's not do that right now. But there is that possibility as people get self-satisfied. The greats do not. We'll find out what he's made of. He decided to run a hitch route. It really helped to have a guy who can turn it loose. And, boy, he rifled one in there on that one. Not much run after catch, but it worked really well.
They'll try and pick it up with McCaffrey. They find some open field here. And he's free going down the left side. It's a foot race. Touchdown, 49ers. Christian McCaffrey with his 13th touchdown of the year and second of the game. And the 49ers are an extra point away from evening this one up. Extra point by Sly is up and good, and we are tied at 14. So that run there, yeah, I don't know if it's overstating things to call it a thing of beauty, but in terms of football plays, that's as good as you're going to see.
And that's why he's one of the best running backs in the game today, because this run combined all the elements. Started with patience, and he was just waiting for the right lane to materialize. Then once he saw it, he used his speed and escapability in tandem and turned this into a tremendous play.
And he covered a lot of ground on that one, as evidenced by the final total there on Next Gen Stats. Cousins and the Vikings with a 1st and 10 at the 20. They'll try and start this drive in the air. He's going to look deep for more. And that is incomplete. Took a shot there on 1st down, but he couldn't reel it in. Prior to that, he had hit his first 6 passes to start the game, so on a nice little run to begin.
It feels like this offense has carried its stress reversal into the game. You know, because you do practice it, you do go through it, and in this case, it is clicking exactly like they drew it up.
An extra DB for the 49ers now on 3rd. Cousins now. This one brought in by Jefferson. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. 17 yards, 1st down, Vikings.
Good strong throw and catch right there. And so far in this game, the alleys have been open for them to get completions, and they're taking advantage of it.
On 1st and 10, Cousins. And down he goes. The 49ers get there. They'll come up after the sack on a 2nd and 12. Cousins' throw pulled in by Jefferson. And he goes down, but not before getting this inside the 25. A big pickup of 38.
When they've needed a play this year, he's certainly been the guy to deliver it. As this season has gone on, he's been awfully consistent and sometimes spectacular.
Cousins now to throw on 1st down. Swinging this out wide here for Cook. And he's brought down inside the 20 at the 18-yard line.
Now that's the type of play that gives you a chance to win. Nothing forced downfield where you don't have a guy open. Swing it out to the back, and maybe even check it down, whatever you want to call it. Gain of 5. You're just trying to get 4 on 1st down. They're ahead of the chains now.
And he gets it inside the 10 to the 9. They picked up 5 yards last time. Now they double it and get 10 here.
And this has been a nice answer to the touchdown drive against them a few minutes ago, because they've come out and reestablished the tempo. A nice throw there, and they're putting together a very strong drive as a response.
They'll throw again. Cousins. Toward the pylon, caught. Touchdown, Vikings. K.J. Osborne, a 9-yard touchdown grab as they have taken the lead. So, Charles, that's 3 touchdowns on 3 drives, and it's just been an offensive barrage so far.
Great word, partner, using barrage right there. I'm going to add another word if you don't mind. How about perfection? No surprise that they're leading right now. Absolute dominance throughout this ball game, and no signs of slowing down.
So that drive takes him down the field in 8 plays, and it's polished off by a Viking score. This taken in at the goal line. And he'll get it up past the 20 to about the 22. Out cuts Christian McCaffrey with the rest of the offense. And Charles, you can't really fault him. He's over 100 yards already. He's not the reason they're losing.
And that is really unusual because ordinarily, when you've set the tone this way and have run it this effectively, usually your team's in control. So it's a very strange situation. And you're right, you can't fault him. He's done a great job for his team thus far.
I'm guessing he's saying, feed me on the sidelines. Now will they continue to do it? To throw again on second down. Purdy. He's got Ayuk once again. Now San Francisco going to call their second timeout as they get the stoppage with just under 50 seconds remaining in half number one. On first down, it's Purdy. Winds up and lets it go for Samuel. And this one is incomplete.
And you just know when that play call came in, their eyes lit up because anytime you get a chance to take a big shot downfield, that's a lot of fun, and they missed an opportunity.
To throw on second and 10. Purdy finding Sterling Shepard for his first catch. Touchdown 49ers. Sterling Shepard, 63 yards. And the 49ers are an extra point away from tying the ball game here in the final minute of the first half. Extra point by Sly is up and good. And that is going to tie our game as we approach halftime. A couple of teams locked into a good one here. 21 all the score as the kick's away. Kene Nwangwu now out of his end zone. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback. And the Vikings going to take over here one more time before the half. And the ball backed way up, so thinking with this amount of time on the clock, probably just sit on it, and we'll see these two teams go to the lockers.
Yeah, I don't think you want to overthink it in this situation. Either side of the ball, just go ahead, finish up the half, and get on out and talk about it.
On second and 11 now, Cousins. So we've come up. All right, we'll bypass the halftime show in favor of returning to this late season game with the teams coming back from the locker rooms here a bit early. Welcome back. Halftime over. We are ready for quarter number 3 alongside Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gordon. Taken at the goal line. And no alley to be found. The coverage was solid, and he's dropped at the 18. Out come the Vikings. They'll have it first on offense as we begin the third. This offense ready for the first drive of the third quarter. Well, quarters number 1 and 2 entertaining. We saw some good offense points put up, Charles, and all tied on the scoreboard.
And it sets us up for what could be a really fun second half because we've seen both sides score almost at will here in the first half. And now, here in the second half, getting the ball first, you've got to think, and we can go out and really run our offense the way we did in the first half. But if I'm a defensive player, all I'm thinking is, can I make a play to really help out my team and break this streak of offense?
Now here's a pass on first down that's knocked away and incomplete.
As a defensive back, you have some weapons at your disposal that we don't often talk about. And you can read the receiver's eyes, you can read his hands, and you know that the arrival of the ball is imminent. And that allows you to make a play on it and oftentimes knock it away.
Now meanwhile, a pass that should have been intercepted, but it winds up falling incomplete. They got the win last week despite not having any interceptions. Tried to come up with one there, could not. But there's a stat category called PBU, pass breakup. That's important too, and they got one.
Yeah, there's no doubt about it because at least you're there, knocking the ball away. Offense isn't possessing it, making plays downfield. And you just continue to harass the receivers, harass the quarterback, and maybe the big play does occur down the road.
And here's Ryan Wright now. And surprisingly, this is the first punt of the game for either team. And good hustle here as this is going to be blown dead right at the 9-yard line.
Well, someone's going to be happy with that effort. You know who else is going to be happy? His defense.
Absolutely.
He's created a very long field for that offense to try to traverse.
And he got some help from Mr. Football there, checking up nicely. Good English on that punt. Purdy looking to throw on first down here. The first catch of the game for George Kittle. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8, second and 2. On second down, McCaffrey. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. 2 yards the loss, and now they go from 2nd and 2 to a tough 3rd and 4. Purdy now to throw. And that's complete to Shepard. And he'll have this past the 30 prior to going out of bounds. He had the touchdown earlier. This one's going to get him a first down. They run with McCaffrey off the option. And for one of the first times tonight, he's going to be held up at the line of scrimmage. 3rd quarter action here, this regular season finale. This will be 2nd and 10. Purdy from the gun. That's over the middle and caught by Ayuk. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. And now they'll stop play here, at least momentarily. A member of the Vikings in some discomfort after that last play. A couple of first downs has the football positioned at the 43 as they come up 1st and 10. Purdy's throw complete here to Ayuk. And they'll get this down to the 42-yard line.
But one of the ways the quarterbacks keep all the receivers alive in a play, never lock in on any one guy. Make sure you keep your eyes moving, scan the field. And here he finds the open guy for a nice pickup.
On 1st down, this is McCaffrey. Oh, good move. No gain on the play there, 2nd down. That time they're able to bottle him up, but he's having a really nice game.
I agree with that. Let's just go big picture, right? Every back that's in the Hall of Fame had carries where they didn't gain yardage or they lost yardage, but you stick with them, don't you? When they're having a good game, keep feeding them.
3rd quarter on a Monday night with a 2nd and 10 coming up. Here's Purdy. It's hauled in by Shepard. And this is going to turn into another 1st down as the tackle is made at the Vikings 23. 19 yards the pickup there. Move the chains. Purdy to throw it on 1st down. He'll get this out wide here to McCaffrey. And out of bounds right around the 20.
Caught that look from you there, partner. I think we're on the same page on that one. Just his first catch. I think we both thought he'd be a little more active in the passing game. Let's see if that's the start of them trying to get the ball to him a little bit more here in the 2nd half.
Throwing again on 2nd down, but this time it's incomplete. A field goal would get him the lead, but that's not what they're shooting for as they come up on 3rd down. Back to throw, Purdy. Complete to the tight end, Kittle, over the middle of the field. And they'll get to him short of the 1st down at about the 16. They'll give him 4 yards there. And that's going to bring up a 4th down. Field goal unit and Joey Sly now. A 33-yarder from the left hash. Sly able to put this one through. And with it, they'll take the lead at 24-21. Well, a close game like this, obviously you want the touchdown, but certainly they will take the 3.
And they'll be okay with that, but let's throw a little credit to the defense as well. I'm just glad this doesn't come down to a debate, right? Which side won, partner? Because the defense, hey, we didn't give up a touchdown. The offense, hey, we put 3 on the board. Either way you look at it, I think both sides gained something out of that drive.
And now out comes Minnesota. We have seen a lot of points here in this quarter. For us up here in the booth, it's been fun to watch. The defensive coordinators probably scratching their heads.
Yeah, they're going a little bit crazy right now. But let's face it, all of our friends who play fantasy, they're enjoying the heck out of this show because most of them are creating and getting a bunch of points.
Yeah, points certainly not at a premium here. Now the first play of the drive there is incomplete.
As a corner, you have to be able to run with guys step for step downfield of man coverage and make up ground quickly in zone. You have to put yourself in position to make plays, just like that one we saw there.
And he's able to plow forward out to about the 29, just shy of the 30. Well, leading with a 3rd and 2 coming up. They got 8 yards there. Back now here in Santa Clara. It's been a very hotly contested game to this point. Just a field goal separating these two teams as we get set for the 4th quarter. They'll come to the line, needing only 2 yards to gain the first here. They'll run it. Here's Cook. And he's going to get to the 31, enough for the first down.
He continues to struggle to find a crease to break off a big one and might need to just put that aside and just try and ram his way forward and get what he can.
Cousins on first down. This one caught. It's the tight end Hawkinson. And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. Good yardage after the catch as that play good for 30 and a first.
Well, this is where an offense needs to show what it's made of, and in fact, where a quarterback needs to show what he's made of, trying to engineer a fourth quarter comeback, and he hits a big one right there.
So how about that for a chain mover? They're all the way down inside the 40 now for 1st and 10. Cousins. Middle of the field to Jefferson. And they're going to work this down to about the 32-yard line. Right there, he rose to the occasion late in a close game.
It's something he thought about, dreamed about, and worked on throughout his career. Because in these types of situations, he wasn't going to go out extra coverage to keep him from getting the football.
And if you're thinking field goal from here, it's 48 yards. I think they'd like to get him a little help now on 3rd down and move it closer. And an excellent job of finding the opening as he's got this now all the way down to the 22. First down, here's the run with Cook. And he's going to take this ahead for right around 3 yards, but no more than that. 2nd down.
They know that old expression, it's not my night. It hasn't been his so far. I don't know if the legs are a little bit heavy. Sometimes having to hang out all day and play doesn't exactly play to your advantage, but it's been a tough go for him.
Every time he looks up, somebody's there defensively. That was the same case on that play.
Part of what we're seeing so far is the defense is certainly coordinated. Both levels doing their jobs in tandem. The back helping the front helping the back. The pressure got home on that last play and forced him to try.
Touchdown! T.J. Hawkinson from 19 yards away. And the Vikings put together a 4th quarter drive to take the lead. This has definitely been a back-and-forth affair, and now they have the lead here in the 4th quarter.
Yeah, and they gave up the field goal on that last drive, as we remember, but it felt like their offense told them, don't worry about it. We've got your backs. We'll come back with a touchdown of our own, and they did.
Extra point good by Prater, and that will make this a 4-point game. After the touchdown, out is Prater to kick. This will be fielded inside the 5. And able to get this across the 20, but not much further as he's dropped at the 23-yard line. And San Francisco gets set to go here. We certainly have a good one on our hands. They're trailing after that last touchdown, but now a chance for this offense to try to snag that lead right back here in the 4th quarter. Purdy's throw pulled in by Kittle. That'll be a pickup of 4 as they work with this 4-point 4th quarter lead. Coming up on a 2nd and 6. Throwing here, Purdy. And this throw a bit late as he couldn't reach back for it. Brandon Ayuk, the one he was looking for. And it's 3rd down. They are in need of 6 yards here if they hope to move the chains. Purdy with it on 3rd and long. Looking for Shepard deep. And the comeback may stall out. It's intercepted. Picked off by Harrison Smith. And the Vikings are going to have the football here at their own 18-yard line. Cousins and the Vikings with a 1st and 10 at their own 18. He'll start by handing it off to Dalvin Cook. And he'll get this up to the 30-yard line. 42 yards rushing on 12 carries for him now. 4th quarter, down to the final 2 minutes, and we've got a 1-score game. Not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10. They'll try and wind down some clock with Cook. And I think this defense knew what was coming as he is smothered behind the line. You'd have to think likely another running play coming here. 2nd and 11. Again, it's Cook. And able to stay on his feet past the 30 to about the 33-yard line. And now with 1:52 to go, we get another pause in the action. A timeout here defensively. Cousins to throw. Setting up the screen for Cook. And he'll get this only to about the 38 as they stop him a few yards shy of the line to gain. Now Cousins on 4th down. And this is caught. He hits more. And he is going to pick up the Vikings first down as they find a way to convert on 4th and 10. Victory formation time for the Vikings as they'll take a knee here. Cousins just going to take this one down to a knee and end it. A long way to go here on 3rd down for the 8th play of the drive. Down to a knee one more time, and that should just about do it. So the final seconds have ticked away in this minute.